Hey everyone, this is me, George Pesas. Welcome to another video. So today we're going to talk about how launching a course is like throwing a party and how to make it a success. So for everybody that is, a course creator who is launching courses here and there, who is relying on live launches, you will basically come to a point where you realize that launching a course is basically like throwing a party, and I mean it like literally. And of course, we're going to talk about how to make it a success because, again, you need to understand all of the backend systems that need to be working in order to, of course, make a launch successful. And when you think about it, launching a course is like throwing a party. And so if no one responds, no one will show up, and you're just gonna be left there standing alone with a sad playlist, not a sad playlist, a happy one, right? Because you were throwing a party and a bunch of untouched snacks. By the way, RSVP I think stands for respond back. It's like a French word or something. But yeah, basically like a request to respond back to the invitee or something like that. But when done right, it's actually unforgettable. People show up excited and they have amazing time. And of course, they leave talking about it for weeks. And most people, or most creators in your case, struggle with launches not because their course is bad, because honestly, it doesn't really come like the course or the course itself or everything that is in the course doesn't really play a big role in the launch. It honestly all comes down to marketing. And because they don't build hype, they don't set expectations, and they just don't guide the people to the main event. And this is a big problem. Again, I constantly see people trying to launch a course, right? They build this amazing course, they spend months on months just recording, crafting as every module, right? Just putting everything into this course because they just believe it's going to be the one. But when it comes to the launch, because they kind of neglected it, because they didn't really believe in themselves, didn't really put the hyping part, the marketing part on top of everything, they just kind of, nothing really happened. And I see that in a lot of beginners, right? This is a very big beginner mistake that a lot of people, they just craft this amazing course, a lot of value, but they just forget about the everything else, right? The marketing, the hype, the expectations to guide people to the main event, to just talk about how important it is, how transforming it's going to be once it's out. And so in this video, I'll just show you how to launch your course like a legendary party host, using anticipation, exclusivity, and strategic invites, so that people don't just show up, they just can't wait to buy. Basically like an iPhone launch, right? This is what we're going here. And if you want a proven step-by-step launch system to make your course sales consistent, you can check out my website for a profitable system. It's basically a framework that helps creators scale without relying on one-off launches. And if you want to check it out, the links is in the description. So here's the problem. Most creators build their courses, they throw it out into the world and just hope people magically show up and buy it. But honestly, this is just, again, the wishful thinking, as I like to call it, right? People just think that everything will just align, right? The stars will align, the people will come. The problem is going to be very painful out of nowhere, right? People will just try to solve it out of nowhere and they will be searching internet and everything, but that's far away from the truth. And it honestly all comes down to you, to how responsible you were when you were marketing it, hyping it up and everything. And launching a course without building anticipation is basically like sending out last minute invites to a party and expecting people to drop everything and go, right? This sounds crazy, and this is what exactly a lot of beginners course creators make. If there's no excitement, there's no build up, and there's no responses, right? There's no RSVPs, which stands for respond back. And the truth is that course sales don't happen by accident. They actually happen when you strategically hype the launch, you build anticipation, and you just create this fear of missing out experience. Very important, right? FOMO. Everything works on FOMO. So let's just break down how to turn your course launch into a party of the year. I love that line. And so the invitations is the first part that we're going to talk about. It's basically your pre-launch emails. Again, if you don't have an email list, I suggest you start as soon as possible building one, because honestly, it's going to be your main source of income in the future. Emails are powerful. A lot of people underestimate them, and I feel like the future there is a lot of potential in there because again, from the industry, from what I've seen, people don't really cover emails that much. Of course, there's also going to be email marketers and everything, right? Stefan Georgie, a lot of people, right? But it just came to my mind, honestly. But what I'm trying to say is that I don't just see that hype around email marketing, which is a very good love, right? It's very good. Not a lot of hype, not a lot of biz-ops around email marketing, but I feel like it's missing a lot of stuff. And that's what I'm trying to build, right? I'm slowly trying to build this authority that email marketing has. And I'm going to be honest with you, like my top performing videos are actually always about email marketing, and I don't know why. I guess email marketing is just a lot of it's very popular, trendy, but not trendy at the same time. I don't know how to put it into words. And honestly, let's just go back to the invitations. And so before any great party, you send invites, right? But not just an invite, you tease why this is the event people need to attend. In the course launching, when it comes to course launching, your emails do the same thing. It basically warms up your audience and getting them to respond back in advance. Here's a small email structure I have. Honestly, of course, it always comes down to you to tweak, add emails, remove emails. Just, this is very subjective, right? This is just an example here. I don't want you to take it and go apply it. Like, just take it, learn from it. Of course, there's nothing to learn here, it's just a template. But take it, remove some stuff, add some stuff, and just try to find the one that works for you, because each situation is unique, and that's the good thing about emails. And so there's a small structure about how to structure your invites. So that's like a pre-launch email sequence. It's here. Email 1 is something exciting is coming, get ready. So you basically tease the course, you tease behind the scenes, you try to make it like it's something very big. It's going to completely change their current situation and transform them to the desired situation. Email 2 is what's your biggest struggle with. Topic, your niche, right? You engage with them and you make them feel heard. You basically have some relatable storytelling sequence. Email 3 is the one early. So basically this is where you will start building that anticipation with some VIP list or something like that, right? This is where you will say, guys, I will be offering this pretty soon. If you want to jump on the train, here's my VIP email list. We'll be mailing specifically stuff about the course on that email list. So if you want to jump in, you will get bonus, something like just drop in a bonus and just make people sign up for that email list. It's going to really change how it's going to basically segment people who are interested from people who are not interested. So you again will not damage your center reputation. People will be less annoyed by you promoting your stuff. You will just, it all comes down to segmenting, right? And you will have just a clear data, because you will have a list of people who are clearly interested in what you're offering. And this is honestly the biggest thing that you need to know. And you're going to, of course, just go all in into that email list to promoting, providing as much value as you can, and of course, just build that anticipation. And so your audience should already be excited before you even announce the course, which honestly is a tip. Pretty hard to do, but this is what you need to do, because if your audience wants you to sell something, they will just make it clear to the point where they will be asking for it, even if they know that there is nothing there. And let's go to the second one, which is the pre-party. This is basically the free events that build anticipation. For example, this could be a free webinar, a challenge, or a mini course, and exclusive behind-the-scenes content. And great party hosts don't just send invites and hope for the best, they build anticipation with teasers. And so, for course launches, as I said earlier, this could be a webinar. Maybe you go live on Instagram and just do a quick FAQ, right? You just answer a bunch of questions, you give some sneak peeks of what's coming soon, and it can be a challenge, right? A challenge or a mini course are very, very good. Like, it's a great way to build anticipation, to get some feedback, to do some market research, how people respond, do they respond well, what's missing, right? Amazing stuff here, honestly. Challenge or a mini course is amazing for research. And I would even say like a live type of challenge, right? Where you basically have a 3-day challenge where you have a webinar for 1 hour each day, and you basically just go over with the people who signed up and you just give them a bunch of value. And of course you promote, all right, because like the first day you will have most of the traffic. So the first day of the challenge, you just kind of promote it, kind of talk about it, how transformational it's going to be. And then of course you just keep providing value the other days. And exclusive behind the scenes content. Sorry, had to drink some water there. So exclusive behind the scenes content show. So you basically show them why this course is a game changer. Again, I said it earlier. Amazing stuff here, guys. Like, take advantage of these free webinars, challenges, and mini courses are going to be a game changer for you. And the goal here isn't to just give value, it's to get them invested in what's coming. I had to make this very clear because give value, of course, is very important, right? You need to educate them on the topic, why is it important, why it's going to be, the future, transforming them, how easy it is, how fast it is, how good it is, right? Everything, right? You just answer their objections, self-beliefs, limiting beliefs, and everything, and you of course get them invested in what's coming, how good it's going to be for them. And so now the last one, which is the party. So your course sales page and the launch sequence. It's basically the main event. And now the party is happening, right? But you can't just expect people to show up and figure it out on their own. Your sales page and launch emails act as the party experience. Basically guiding them, making them feel like the VIP guests, and nudging them towards action, which is of course the buy button. And let's just say this is the perfect party flow for your course, but of course this is all very subjective. You can take it, change it, improve it, maybe make it worse. I don't know, your preferences. And so the first one is the sales page. So it's basically the clear, engaging, full of testimonials. Very important, right? I know a lot of beginners don't have testimonials. What I suggest in your case is, first of all, I wouldn't do a launch. I would start with a high ticket group. So I would basically try to get 5 to 10 people on a high ticket one-on-one coaching group, right? And I would try my hardest, like, to just focus 3-4 months and just get them some type of results. Once that has happened, first of all, you will have immense value, feedback, right? Some very good feedback for how the course is structured. Is it actually beneficial? Is it effective? The people will see eventually results eventually. And this is what I suggest for beginners. In your case, if you're a beginner, I would suggest you starting a high ticket group and then working your way down towards launching a, let's say, full scale course. And launch emails, very important, right? Very, very important. So basically 5 to 7 email sequence that gets people from interested to I need this now. And this all works with, I actually have a sequence about this. You can check my video, you can check one of my videos. I talk about email sequences specifically for launches. Again, super important. And bonuses and scarcity, right? This is actually this is going to do most of the work, honestly. I say honestly a lot of times. And so bonuses and scarcity are basically those time-sensitive bonuses or limited spots like VIP perks at a party. And here's the email launch flow that I talked about earlier. Again, this is subjective. So email 1 is it's finally here, your exclusive invite insights. So if you can see people already know about this, you're going to launch this on your list that you created for the people who are interested, not the other one. Actually both, but like this is going to be more about the list that you created earlier to segment interested from uninterested leads. Email 2 is meet the people who are already inside. So you just drop some social proof from that high ticket group that you created. This is very like subjective. And email 3 is the doors close soon. So you start by creating urgency, FOMO, scarcity, and email 4 the final call, last chance to get in, FOMO, and deadline. A deadline driven call to action will get more conversions than a generic and enroll now button. And of course, it's because it's a deadline, right? Deadlines are super effective. And so the after party, the post-launch follow-up, it's to maximize your sales because we need that revenue, right? That's why you're watching this video for. And most creators stop marketing after the launch, which I get why. They think that, oh, I just did so much, like you think that your audience have this fatigue, and some of them will have it. Honestly, let's be honest. But again, you want to maximize the sales, and so When you think about it, the best parties have after parties. And I know it sounds too crazy, but that's the whole thing, right? Good parties just have more parties after them because people just want to experience it again and again. But people who miss the main event still want to go in. And here's a small thing that you can apply to squeeze more revenue post max. So you can launch something like the last chance offer. So basically a limited time replay or extended bonus period, a follow up emails, super underrated for the people who clicked in the sales page but didn't actually buy. You can have that segmentation, right? Track them, and downsell strategy. So of course, how would you track that, right? Let's actually get some high level here. So very simple stuff is, of course, have an opt-in page where people opt in their emails and then they go straight to the sales page, and you can track that they opted in but they didn't actually buy. So you just get that email to the follow-up sequence that for people who opted in but they didn't actually buy, they didn't complete the final step. And a downsell strategy, again, very smart, right? So for the people who didn't buy the full course, you can offer a lower tier version. And most people won't buy immediately, right? Let's be honest. But with a smart follow-up, you can convert them later. And like a study found out that the average time that like a prospect needs to see your offer on average of 7 times before they actually start having this buying mindset. They get into this buying mindset. So let's have a small recap. So your course launch is like throwing a party. You need anticipation, engagement, and clear invitations. The pre-launch is basically inviting hype. You warm up your audience before the launch. The pre-party engagement, you use webinars, challenges, and free content to build that excitement. The launch party, you structure your emails and sales page to guide buyers towards action. And the after party, the follow-up, underrated. All right, I'm going to put a sauce here. So the after party is the follow-up. You use scarcity bonuses to maximize sales post-launch. And if you want a step-by-step launch system that removes the guesswork and just makes your course sales predictable, you can check out my website for the profit flow system. It's basically designed to help creators scale their course revenue without launching over and over again. The link is in the description, and thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.